the fact that culture and the language plays such an important role as a human. And there is bound to be a lot of cultural miscue. I have always said this, culture and the dharma are two different things. If you want to drink a glass of water, if you want to drink water, you need some sort of a container like a glass, even, scoop. With your hand it will do, but whatever, something to drink, use to drink the water. But the water is more important, right, for the thirst, not really the cup or the whatever the tool you are using. But you cannot also dismiss the cup, because it really helps. It makes things easy. The thing is, we tend to really sometimes separate the culture and the dharma too much, actually. And that may also become so abstract. Unless you are a practitioner that has a superior faculties, you may not be able to do it right. Sometimes, and this is most of the time, we intertwine, mingle the culture and the teaching too much. So Tantra is the same thing. The Tantra, as it is traveling from, let's say Kashmir to Tibet, to China, to Japan, to Indonesia in the past, and perhaps maybe to Cambodia, Afghanistan. The local culture, language has always played very, very, significant roles. And this will continue, I think. Now there is a new culture also coming. The Western, and have to be also, it's important. So there's a pure Westerner, like totally born in the Western family for generations. So there's that. And then, this is actually quite an interesting phenomena. There is a lot of westernized, let's say Indian, Chinese. They have a totally different cultural cue. They have not really given up, sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously, the Asian way of thinking, Asian cultural cue. But they have been, from the very young time, they have been bombarded with the Western way of thinking. In fact, Hong Kong Chinese family who has a children will do everything to send their kids to the West to be, stuffed with all the Western cultural cue. And then this same family will be expecting this child will come back and act like the ancient Tang Dynasty Chinese way of thinking. So this kind of thing is always there. So because of that, Tantra has been also, I have to say though, many times in the midst of all this cultural misunderstanding and miscue and cue, and sometimes it's kind of also interesting. Sometimes things just appears interestingly and kind of also awakening and inspiring. But many times it has also created a lot of problems.